Hello everyone, it's Becca out here, the name you know, the story you don't. I would like to welcome you to our second episode of the Mini-Dialogg show. And of course, thank you for the love you've shown us in our previous episode, our first episode. We really love it.
And for our second episode, we are going to talk about cohabiting. And for those that might not know me yet, I'm Erin, and of course, do not forget to follow us on our Instagram and on our TikTok, the Mini-Dialogg. And so today, we've come with a topic that a lot of you hate, but we're going to talk about it regardless.
Yeah, true.
So, is cohabiting the new Netflix and chill of commitment?
Is it really? What do you think? You can tell us what you think. Let's enjoy the topic together.
So, Becca,
Yes, Erin.
I'm posing this question for you. For you.
I'm ready for it.
Would you cohabit? Is that something that you would do?
I would do it for some reason because it doesn't come out of the blue. You get like cohabitation generally means. Let me first give our viewers what cohabitation means, and maybe you continue. What do you think?
They have my views that a lot of people are going to hate.
Okay, for me, what I think cohabitation is like being with a person, a female and a male in this case, but when you're not legally married, right? So I believe most of us are victims. It can be our sisters, maybe our sisters, brothers, our parents did it. And I believe most people did it because of certain reasons, like I would say maybe people wanted to test if the marriage was going to work out, and maybe let's try this out and we stay together. And I think I would do it to understand someone I love more.
Until
Right.
he forgets to marry you. But continue.
Yes, until maybe he decides and he's all like, now I know you and I know him better, and let's do it officially. That's how I would do it. I would cohabit.
Yeah. Now for what I get from you
Yes.
is
That's
mainly the point for you seems that you get the time to get this marriage preview of
Yeah.
sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to know what you're getting into, and if you really want to take it on, like even in marriage, and if you can keep it up, but
May I add on something? Because I would do it for a certain reason. Like basically, I would do it because maybe if I've loved someone and I would love to be with him for eternity, I would cohabit for that reason. Yes.
now you see. You see, let me tell you something. The
can tell
thing
me.
with cohabiting, for me, from my point of view, why I wouldn't cohabit
Yeah.
is, like I said before, he can forget to marry you. Like you'll see people talking about, no, I've been living with him. Yeah, things have been going on well for how
Yeah.
many years? 10, a decade.
You-
You're cohabiting with that man for a decade, and there's no plans of
Marrying.
or intentions of him. I must do the bare minimum and introduce that guy.
Erin, you
But
know why? You know why?
why?
Because of course when you stay with someone for a long period of time, you get to know this person, what they do, their dislikes, and what they don't love. You
True.
get, and maybe their behavior, the good behavior, the bad behavior. You may be with someone when they're maybe when they're okay, their background is kind of crazy. When the background is not clear enough, so I believe so you can be with someone, but for that long.
But that
It doesn't make sense. Why would you
Exactly.
be with someone for that long and they don't have
That is something, personally, that's what scares me
Yes.
the most about that, is that you can get so comfortable
Yeah.
with knowing someone, and then like it gets too comfortable to the point that you're like, you don't need to, introducing, getting married, that's just expenses.
Expenses.
And the expenses thing, I also feel like to some extent, please, people don't come for me, but to some extent, it's an excuse because, okay, fine. If you're saying that we're going to be living together,
yeah.
but at least
Okay.
tell my parents, talk to my parents, tell them, you know what?
It comes like, where did you
We-
get this person from? Like, for
Exactly,
starters,
yeah.
where did you get the person from?
So you could talk to my parents, talk to the people that need to know, and then we
Yes.
live together. Yeah. And then later on,
Okay.
when the money comes, because it does.
Because-
It does. We can do all that and then and what, but these things of being with someone's daughter and then a whole decade has to pass for you to remember to marry her.
And what hurts me the most, like the most victims are the ladies, like with the girl child suffer the most,
Exactly.
like most cases.
I believe
Yeah.
cohabiting sort of keeps I don't if I say this I'm going to seem so biased.
Oh, it's okay.
But I
you can,
am.
You can take it on.
I am biased.
You can take it on.
And the thing is, cohabiting keeps a man's options open.
Yes.
It's the way that I see it. It keeps a man's options open. He'll be like, no, I have Becca, but it's not that serious. We're just living together. So
Yes.
I could see Mary on the side. I mean,
Yeah,
why
I feel,
not?
I get you.
So it's. I'm entirely biased. That is the truth. I'm not even
Maybe
going
to be on the boys side, maybe they fear divorce. Like after everything I'm going to invest in, let me tell you something, Erin. Like most people, like this generation, most people don't feel like marriage can work out, because of the many things I've seen. People be in marriage and they can be there for maybe 5 months in marriage.
Exactly.
And after everything they've invested in, you're like, what the hell? And then I think another point is like people fear divorce. How can I invest in all my money in the wedding, introduction, what, and you tell me that in 5 months you'll be leaving? What's that? And
Okay, from that point of view, because my first response to that while you were saying it, in my mind I was thinking, yeah, okay, then, having a small preview of what, your marriage would look like would not be a bad thing.
yes, yeah, sure.
But me, for most of the cases that I've seen, what disturbs me the most is the comfortability. Like, I've seen a lot of people get so comfortable that you forget your obligations to this person.
True.
You get so comfortable, and I think that's one of my biggest. What's what stresses me out about cohabiting. Yeah, the comfortability and maybe keeping options open. And I don't want to be biased about this because I can't pin everything on the men's side. And keeping options open. No,
sure.
like if I ever did cohabit, I feel like I'd have to have established that this is long term. This is a commitment, and I want it to go long term. But before I establish that, and I'm committing with this person, I feel like we're both secretly keeping our options open. Like, asobola okunyiza nogamba no nedda kangene wati
another option. But Erin, let me tell you something. It all goes back to the communication skills. Like, what do you want? What do you want marriage? You can tell me, let's talk about it. Let's not be selfish in the relationship, Like, I can't be with you for 10 years and I be with you for 10 years and I don't tell you that I want marriage. What's that? And if you want the marriage, you can work on it. Maybe you can do a civil wedding. Like, I don't know, but
yes, I remember talking to one of my friends
Yes.
about that, and she said, yes, if you feel like you're unsure, why not do civil? Because you have to renew every other year.
Yeah.
If you want it to stop, you simply don't renew.
you can do that because what's that? I can't be with you for 10 years or 20 years
is so
without
crazy.
marriage if
And
I
I-
really want it.
I remember saying that actually on TikTok,
Yes.
and this woman is like, in fact, after that 10-year period,
Yeah.
the next year he proposes and she refuses, and the comments were crazy.
I can feel that.
The comments were
pain,
crazy.
yeah.
What? He finally proposed, and I liked how she handled the whole thing.
Yeah.
She said, so it took him 10 years to realize that I'm what he wanted from the start.
Can you imagine?
Like, it took you a decade. 10 years is
It's a really a long
very
period
big
of time.
period of
yes.
time. So you're telling me, yeah, 1, 2, 3,
You don't know
6,
me?
7.
Like, what's that?
You're still not sure that And the person that you want to marry.
And the shocking bit about that, like they already have
children. And the thing with children is that they are such a big responsibility, and I hate that our generation takes that so lightly. Okay, not all people,
yeah,
because there are people who tell you, children at this age.
Yes.
But there are people who take having children with someone unmarried so lightly. Like, sis, how sure are you that that child is going to keep him around? One of my friends told me that you know how the information pipeline for us girls is.
Yeah.
So my friend told me of her friend who told her man. No. Who told her man that he, like, just as jump scare, just to scare him a bit. Like, by the way, babe, I missed my period, and I think, yeah, I think there's a baby on the way.
What was the
Do you
reaction?
who want her reaction on the whole thing? Meet us in part 2.
Yeah, indeed. And of course, they're proudly sponsored by the Golden Fork Restaurant, found in Tinder Complex. You can come through with your friends, have fun, of course.
And a big shout out to the production team. Thank you so much, Akav Media.
Yes, it has been Becca out here, and
Erin in here.
don't forget to subscribe.